Again, you know, when you reflect back on when Hillary Clinton was Secretary of State, and she said that she spoke to one of the survivors, and she said there was 20 or 25 survivors. Now, I have a question. How in the world would she not know how many survivors there actually were? When she said there were 20 to 25, that tells me she didn't know how many there were. Do you not think that the Secretary of State should have known how many survivors there were in the facility that she was responsible for? Yeah, she also said she didn't talk to that person, we don't know if it was a he or she, until months after the incident took place. When it first took place, the administration said that they were sent to Tripoli. Then I believe she said they were in Germany. And someone else in the administration said that they were in Italy. Well, you know, maybe they were in jars or body bags, I don't know. The simple fact that she didn't know how many there were, I think says all I need to know. And where the senators there, I think it was Senator Lindsey Graham was questioning her at the time, the mistake that he made, if it was him that was questioning her, or whoever was questioning her, they didn't ask, well, what did that survivor say? Or what did you ask of the survivor? That wasn't asked. Pretty obvious question. But see, these senators, they have too much else going on. You know, they're worried about their investments, they're worried about insider trading tips, they're worried about, you know, they're not worried about what we're worried about, which is simply surviving. That's not what worries them. You know, it's really amazing how you can see so much from the outside, yet they can't see things from the inside. Don't you find that rather amazing? Yeah. So now, I just finished doing another video, and the White House is going to release 10,000 pages over the Benghazi. Well, I think what they should do is release these survivors, you know? Let's get the survivors interviewed. But the only way you can do that, I think, is through a seance, you know? You know what they use a seance for? You know, like if you wanted to talk to your great-great-great-great-grandmother, you know, or grandfather, then you would find one of these people that sort of specializes in seances, and you'd sit at a table, and the lights would be down low, and they'd have candles on, and then the table will start to shake, and then you'd hear your great-great-great-great-grandmother's voice, you know? That's about the only way they're going to talk to these survivors. Now, this is 6 months. Do you not think that if there were any survivors, we would have heard about them? What's interesting is we haven't heard from any of their families either. Yeah. What this really tells me is that there's a huge, huge, huge organization behind all this. And they're not going to stop. No. So, what that also tells me is that it's going to end real soon. Yeah, it can't continue. There's just too many red lights flashing, you know? Too many red lights. So, enjoy what you have, because I don't think you're going to have it much longer. Not unless, you know, you play their game and become a slave to the system, or to the state, or to whatever he's going to call it. It'll no longer be America.